Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and thanks once again to Bandai Namco Entertainment America for giving me the ability to do this test drive for the new Atlas Gundam Bianca Carlisle type. As you can see, slightly different backpack, now has shields on the subarms instead of large, ski things. No longer has the Velos Medusa. That was part of a separate shield, which went with the Atlas's original configuration. So slightly different stuff going on here. It is still, however, 600. It is now raid. It is now usable in ground and space with space compatibility. Melee priority 3. 18,000 hit points. Ballistic resistance 24. Beam resistance 20. Melee resistance 22. Range strength 25, melee strength 35, movement speed 135, top speed, high speed maneuver 225, thruster gauge 75, and turning speed of 78. 18 close range slots, 14 medium range, 12 long range. For enhancements, at 1,010 points, it gets 1 point of ballistic resistance. At 2020, it gets 1 point of ranged power. 100 hit points at 2,700. It's extra equipment slots at 3,380. Another 5 points of range strength if you break the first limit at 6,760. And an emergency melee defense system level 1, which reduces damage to your mobile suit from melee attacks by 5% while toppled at 10,140 points past the second limit break. Okay, so just to start out, before we do anything else, I wanted to show what the new cushioning part does. It gives an overall damage reduction of 3% to your mobile suit and improves the damage reduction of all your cushioning skill effects by 5%. So if something does 15% damage reduction, it will then do 20, while overall you are reducing damage by 3%. I'm not sure whether those two effects stack, but somebody will know the math. But that looks like it could be pretty useful. Okay, so to start off, its primary weapon is the Atlas Gundam BC Railgun, which has 2,600 power and 3 rounds of ammo, 350 meter range. Cooldown between shots 5.5 seconds, reload time 13 seconds. Okay, suppresses target on hit. It doesn't mention piercing as being the way the other railgun did, but we'll see about that. Of course, it's a beam saber, 2,700 damage, cooldown time 2.5 seconds. Just a beam saber, nothing special about its description. Now, this, of course, will have piercing. The railgun max output, 2,800 damage per shot, ballistic, of course. 2 ammo. Higher range, 450 meters. Cooldown time between shots, 10 seconds. Reload time, 20 seconds. Tuned for use as a sub-weapon, must stop to fire, but penetrates mobile suit and offers suppression on hit. The more hit points the enemy has, the more damage it inflicts. Now that's interesting. I'm going to be interested to see exactly how that works, but yeah, so it does more damage against things that have more health. That is weird. It has the Atlas Gundam Assault Rifle with Grenade Launcher as its sub-weapon. 200 damage a shot. If it's like the standard Atlas's gun, it should fire pretty quickly. 40 ammo per magazine. 250 meter range. Reload time 6 seconds. The Grenade Launcher, which does 1,000 damage per shot. 5 seconds between shots. 3 ammo. 300 meter range, and an 11-second reload time. I've already set up the shortcuts, so I put the grenade launcher down there. And the skills. Has a level 2 assault booster, so jumps faster and takes less time to charge a jump than ordinary mobile suits do. Also, some stun protection while hit mid-jump. balancer, so it can cancel a boost into melee. High-spec ambac, which works kind of similarly in space. If you don't change directions at the end of your boost, you can you won't have the braking animation, so you'll be able to get to melee or whatever else you want to do a little faster. Has level 2 maneuver armor, so reduces damage while hit by 10% when hit while boosting, and reduces the stun effect. Forced injector level 3, so it can change directions while boosting with very efficient boost. Melee combo controller 2, so 3 hit melee. Level 3 leg shock absorber, which reduces stress to the legs after jumping or boosting. Flight control program, which lets you boost or jump in midair. Anti-blast, so if something explodes next to you, you will not be heavy staggered. High performance counter, so when it is low on hit points, in this case below 50%, it gets a special counter. Back add-on buffer, so 30% less damage lost from damage to the back. Okay. Subarm special cushioning reduces damage taken by 45% when subarm weapons are hit, lowers hit reaction from non-tackle based attacks that deal 1500 or less damage. So yeah, things that do low damage that hit the subarms, not likely to actually stun. And reduces build stun as well on the subarms. And of course, if you equip that new part, that will give you a total of 50% damage reduction to anything that hits those. Overboost, level 2, which, let's see. Yeah, use high-speed movement during thruster overheating to activate overboost, nullifies overheat for 10 seconds, but recovery time triples, and increases mobility during skill use. Yeah, so when you overboost, you'll move faster. Pursuit ranged auxiliary program level 2. So this one is interesting because it used to be level 1, that is, only increases damage against things that are toppled, that are knocked down, or, have just been, knocked for a loop in space, basically. This expands that to doing extra damage against staggered, heavily staggered, or toppled enemies by 15%. Meanwhile, Pursuit Prevention Attack Program. If enemy pursuit is stopped, attack power is temporarily boosted, while ranged weapon reload time and overheat recovery time are temporarily reduced. So yeah, if you get a pursuit assist, you get your weapon recovery and damage turned up for a little bit. That's going to be interesting. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this. As usual, we are going to mass driver facility at 500, so I have something that I can test stun values against that has, instant stun resistance. So we can see what the stun on things that would otherwise just, do it instantly act like. I'm pretty sure that the railgun it's using is the manga version of the railgun as opposed to the one from the animation. It's a little bit bigger, and it's very yellow, but should be fairly effective. Okay, so I'm going to fire from this angle to just see 2105. Yes, it did pierce because it hit the building behind the Gundam. Nice. Alright, so that is that one. Here is here's the full power railgun. And yeah, 3402. If what it said is correct, the next time I hit it, and you can see it made a new hole, so yes, once again piercing. Next time I hit it should do less damage because it has less health. 2721. Yes, okay. The machine gun. Yep, it's about the same as the Atlas's. Definitely piles on build stun pretty well. Okay, yeah, this has a much more standard splash than most of the newer grenades we've seen lately. Okay, so the neutral swing, and it only has a single saber. Neutral swing is a stab, the side swings are side swings, and, oh yeah, I could have done a downswing, but... Okay, yeah, that's not bad. It's basically the GPO3 downswing followed by a vertical slash, so that should be useful. Let's go try a few things on the Zoc, just to give an idea of that. Then we'll check out the counters and do just a little bit of uh, practice with the enemy AI active. Man, this is hard to do in 4 hours of sleep. Anyway, okay, so this ordinarily stuns, does that little bit of build stun. This does a lot of build stun. So if you follow the full power railgun shot with a few rounds of machine gun fire, you should be good. About 4. So that's pretty good. I was about to say, that's a 500, so it's just going to melt. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we'll check the... I believe there's another Zoc right over here. We'll test this grenade against it. And then we'll go back to a Gundam and check the counters. Grenade. Okay, that's more than the railgun. Okay, yeah. So that's not bad. Let me try something real quick because I'm curious. Railgun into grenade, Rob. Still, okay, yeah. So railgun and grenade together, not enough. But yeah, let me wait until everything is reloaded and get a fresh Zoc so I don't kill it mid combo. But I have a feeling that railgun will stun a Zoc. 1. Nope, because there's not enough time, at least going from that direction. I will see how much health you got. Enough. I will try it from the other direction, and of course the railgun, this railgun will do less damage that way. But yeah, this looks pretty good so far. Railgun. Yes, that is a functional combo. All right, yeah. So okay, some of the other things it can do. It does not have a dodge roll. I did not notice that when I was reading off the skills, but yeah. It lives on subarms and maneuver armor, so, you know, that is a perfectly fine way for a raid to be, in my opinion. It does mean you have to play it a little bit differently. You're going to kind of have to anticipate when people are trying to shoot you and be ready to start boosting before they do. But yeah, I think it's doable. But yeah, it does have forced injectors, so as you can see, very boost efficient at level 3, so you can zigzag quite a bit. I believe while you're doing that, it should not interrupt your forced injectors if you don't start to break after your boost. Yeah, so, you know, there was that little pause there. I think that will get you stunned, but if you can just go into it, I don't think when you kind of reach that bend in the boost I just did that you should be vulnerable. I may be wrong. It's one of those things that I don't find out until I'm in the middle of a fight, and I'm too busy being in the middle of a fight to really remember it. It does have these, yeah, that's how fast it can boost. It can air jump. It can air dash. And yes, let's take a look at overboost. Yeah, it does increase speed. Yeah, it improves capabilities, but it does not make any of the weapons fireable while boosting. I did not expect it to, but it's good to know all the same. As you can see, all shields in GBO2 are positional, but when it backs up, it does pull its shields in front of it just a little bit. They do just kind of, and yeah, depending on what direction you're moving, that will also adjust the shields. So, you know, if you want to take as little damage as possible, you know, being very conscious of where those shields are is going to be important. Interestingly, it only puts the one in front of you when you're strafing to the right. When you strafe to the left, it does that because otherwise I think it would, well, otherwise it would get in the way of your line of fire. So, but yeah, strafing to the right is going to give you more forward defense than otherwise. All right, let's take a look at the counters, and then we'll turn the AI on and see if I can do anything with this thing. Given that these are all 500s, I'm going to assume yes. Okay, so its basic combo, or its basic counter, is a basic kick. We will take the health down to 40%. And I should now have the enhanced combo available, or the counter, 4 hours sleep. Okay. And let's see what that looks like. Okay. That is just point blank with the railgun. I don't remember what the Atlas's special counter is, but I'm betting it's basically the same thing with its railgun. Okay, let's put the health back up to 100% and turn AI on and see if I can do anything. Alright. The Gundam is moving. The Gundam has no shield. I am moving. There's Zoc behind me. Got a charge shot off. The Gundam's beam rifle, of course, charges very quickly now. Okay. I feel like those sub-arms do obscure your line of fire a little bit, so you might be in a good place just strafing to the right when you fire on things, too, just to get the most visibility possible. Okay, I landed one of the 2 hits. Let's line this up and see. Can I keep them lined up between me? Come on. Yes. Nope. I only hit the Zoc. Couldn't see the Gundam for the flash, so... Which, you know. Gundam's about to be dead, though. Alright. Let's see. There is Zoc. Yeah, I am just losing stuff in the shadows here. Let's see. Rail. But yeah, as you can see, unless you really focus on it, stunning the Zoc a little bit hard. That said, I don't think the Zoc goes up to 700, so that will not really be an issue. There's other things with similar defenses against stun at 600. The Zoc does go to 600. This is a 600. 4 hours sleep. Okay, but yeah, this so far so good. I'm dead. But, yeah, I do like the look of this. It's not bad. It is, as a 600, I feel like it does not really have as many, like, super fancy tricks as say, the Perfect Gundam does at a similar cost, but the fact that it does have skills that are going to be more evident when comboing and in a real fight, honestly, I think is going to end up making people's perception of it different. There were a lot of people who, even though I was not big on the Dom Resonance last week, who found that they really enjoyed it and it worked well for them, so that's the important part. Stunned Zoc. It's down, and it's dead. Okay, now, I want to see... Yeah, as you can see, damage numbers do seem to be a little bit higher when you stun things, as they should be. So that's not bad. That's not a bad thing to be able to do. Yeah, I think I hit that after the stun recovery was over, so that first swing of the downswing only did 2,300 instead of 2,600. So yeah, that's the pursuit program in action, I do believe. So. One of the 2 pursuit programs. The other one, of course, will be only active when you get a pursuit assist, which, since I am currently a team of 1, is not a thing I can do. But yeah, that is Bianca's Atlas. Looks pretty good. I really hope we get more Thunderbolt animation one of these days soon. It's grown on me. A lot of things that have been featured in GBO2 have grown on me, but Thunderbolt in particular, I just want more of for the soundtrack. But there's some really good music in that series. But yeah, oh wow, I am butt-ing very hard tonight. Oh well, there's the Gundam again, and yeah, I'm below 50% health, so I got the good counter. And yeah, the neutral slash is just a poke, so that is really useful for hitting things right in front of you like that. Yeah. Let's see, 2361, and when it's standing, I do nothing because it bounced. Let's try that again. Nothing because it countered. Okay, brain, please. But you can tell it's not a real player because it did not shoot me in my feet and murder me by then. Okay, I'm not going to see the numbers anyway because this Gundam is ready to die. Or I am. Yeah, so I just want to have like real solid confirmation using the same attack back to back with the pursuit program to make sure it functions the way I've been telling you, because I could be wrong. I do that. It's a hobby. I'm good at it. Let's see. Going to jump back in and we'll give that a try, and then that will be the test drive. All right. Let's... Is that Zoc fullish health? Yes. All right, so... It's also hard to stun, though, so that's not my best choice. Okay, let's get a neutral. Nope. Gonna get countered, and also it's... No, it's got half health this time, I think, so... Man, yeah, the brain is just... okay, let's turn AI off to test this, so I'm not all day doing it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, neutral, 23. Okay, still 23. Is it only for ranged? So if I went from melee... Okay, well, it's dead. So if I went from... it, you know, if I need to go from one stun to another... Let's try that one more time on something that's relatively easy to stun. I'll find a non-Zoc suit here, like this Zagaki, which just got buffed. Okay, so 2697 from that. That, okay, 3101, yeah. So as long as it's stunned, you will do more damage with your ranged attacks. It is Pursuit Ranged program. Thank you, Brain. So, oh yeah, one last thing. One buff I thought was interesting because it technically brings a new skill to the game, give or take. The FF Sazabi has now been given level 2 of Resist Move, which... it still functions like Resist Move. It does not give you any iframes. It does nullify damage reaction, so you should not get stunned or knocked down out of it, but it also now has 50% damage reduction while dodging. So that is at least an improvement over, standard Resist Move. And again, it will be more consistent in its effect than dodge rolls on, weird lumpy internet connections. So, which, we all deal with on the regular. But yeah, that is the Atlas BC. Good luck to everybody who wants to get it. And that is going to do it for this test drive. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later.